Good morning. Good morning. It is great to see all of you. Welcome to the third annual Dartmouth AI Conference. And this is the second time that we have run it in the Bay Area, so it is wonderful to be here again. I am Alva Taylor. I'm a Senior Associate Dean of Tuck, and I'm also Faculty Director of the Center for Digital Strategies. In putting this conference on, it's a total team effort spearheaded by the Center for Digital Strategies at Tuck, total partnership, total team effort with Thayer Engineering, with Geisel School of Medicine, and the Rockefeller Center for Public Policy. And that's one of the special things about Dartmouth is the ability, because of our scale and the way that we interact, that we can bring different perspectives, different viewpoints together, which is really important as we talk about today. And you'll see that in what we tried to do when we go to this outstanding roster of talks and panels that we have today. And you can see how we try to take a look at different lenses, different views. So we'll have people who are involved in the foundational companies of AI. We'll have leaders of companies whose industries are being transformed. We'll have entrepreneurs. We'll have creators. We have deep verticals, whether it's healthcare, education, talking about that. But what we're trying to do is to give different perspectives, to give you different perspectives on what AI is doing to the general environment and how you should react or how could you react to it. Now, Dartmouth has a special place in AI. In 1956, we were the birthplace and origin of the term and concept artificial intelligence. So with a 1956 conference, there was a mathematician, John McCarthy. They had a conference much like this. And then one of the discussions, one of the papers was on this thing called artificial intelligence. And that's, as far as we know, that's the first time that term has been used. Now, I want you to imagine yourself at that conference, much like this, maybe a little smaller. And then this person comes up and starts talking about artificial intelligence. Well, I'll tell you what probably happened. Probably half of them, maybe this half of them didn't pay attention. Not because they were on their phones, because they didn't have phones back in those days, but because it didn't meet the dominant questions, the dominant way of thinking to then. What do you think people were worried about then, too? If you were in sort of, computer science, et cetera, what do you think the dominant thing that people worried about? Like supercomputing, right? How do we get machines, how do we get computers to handle bigger parts of data faster and the calculations more accurate? Like, that's what they're concerned. So they have this person talking about artificial intelligence, like, that doesn't apply to me. So that's probably half. Then we had a quarter who probably scoffed at it, right? It's fantasy, it's science fiction, it'll never be reality, right? And so they're like laughing in the back, this is a waste of my time. But then there's a quarter, I gotta make sure my math, half, a quarter, and then a quarter. There's a quarter that started envisioning what a world would look like if we had ubiquitous AI. And that's the world we're in now. Like, that's the world we're in now. And that happens all the time, that we have, when these ideas come, there's always a small portion of people who can actually think about what that might be. Now, there's also one or two people in the room, maybe just one or two, maybe three, who thought this was the worst, stupidest, evil thing you can ever think of, right? That this is going to be the most dangerous thing in the world if we actually had artificial intelligence. So that's the room. And in many ways, it mirrors the world that we face now. Now, as we think about this conference, what we hope at Tuck, we talk about our mission. And our mission is to develop wise business leaders, wise, decisive business leaders to better the world of business. And I think that fits what we're trying to do here at the conference with a little modification. So at the end of this conference, we want you to be a little wiser about AI, to be a little bit more informed, to have a little bit more knowledge around this. We want you to be more confident in you making decisions around AI, being more decisive, understanding the impact of the decisions that you have. And we hope that you can, in whatever part you play, can prove those 1, 2, or 3 people that said this is evil and the worst thing in the world, that you can help actually figure out ways that our use of AI will make the world a better place. I know that's a big goal, but baby steps. But we hope this conference, all of you in this room and all of you virtually, we hope that you take that small step in doing that. So welcome again. Thank you for being here. What we're going to do now is we're going to transition to our first session, where what we'll try to do is level set. So try to talk about where are we with AI. So with that, thank you.